The primary way this class is taught is through the traditional use of AutoCAD's command line and dynamic input tool. Learning AutoCAD through the command line will teach you how to use the software because AutoCAD will lead you through each command one prompt at a time. What I'm pointing out here is that each command is a series of steps that must be completed in a specific order that AutoCAD dictates to us. Don't worry, AutoCAD tells you exactly what order to input the information required. The software is more simplistic than beginning AutoCAD students give it credit. Oftentimes, beginning students become frustrated with the software for a couple of reasons. First, humans are extremely complex thinkers. We can think about many things at once and project what we want to do well before we begin a task. This is not the way that AutoCAD wants to work with you. The second reason beginning AutoCAD students become frustrated is that they have not yet trained their eyes to stick to the command line. Most students are hyper-focused on the drafting aspect of the drawing, and that is fine, but in the first weeks of the course, you must learn the language of using AutoCAD. AutoCAD does not bend to our will. Instead, we must learn to speak the simplistic, linear language of the drafting software. So here are my tips. Tip number 1, toggle on the dynamic input setting. This is a smart filter for all the information that goes on the screen and supports the command line information. In very rare cases would I suggest that dynamic input be turned off. Tip number 2, pick on the escape key on your keyboard to clear out any active commands. Commands can be prompted just by brushing a key on your keyboard. So pick on the escape key a couple of times to make sure you're not in the middle of an active command that you didn't consciously start. Tip number 3, type in the first couple of letters of a command at the command line. AutoCAD will generate a quick list of commands related to those few letters. This is faster than trying to type out an entire command word or phrase. Some commands, like lengthen, are easy to misspell. Start with the first few letters of a command instead. Tip number 4, from the automated list of commands AutoCAD provides at the command line, make your selection by picking on it. If you type in your command, you must always remember to pick the Enter Return key on your keyboard to get the command started. However, if you pick on a command from the mini menu generated at the command line by typing in a few letters of the command, once you make your command choice, the command becomes active and is ready for the next step. Tip number 5, many of the draw commands start by asking you to pick a point on the screen with your mouse. However, command instructions vary greatly, so read what is being asked of you once you have an active command started. Tip number 6, alligator brackets. Any choice you see in the pointy alligator brackets indicate that this is a default value or a default choice for that command. If you want to use the default choice, all you have to do is pick on the Enter Return key to progress to the next step of the command. Tip number 7, square bracket choices. If you want to select a course of action or a different choice than the default value in the alligator brackets, locate the choices within the square brackets. Sometimes a command will not have any choices shown in the square brackets, while some commands have many to choose from. Within the square brackets, the capitalized letters are the shortcut key commands for choosing that option. To make the option, you can type in the letters that AutoCAD has capitalized. although you don't have to capitalize the keys when you input the keystrokes. So keep that in mind. Even though AutoCAD has those choices capitalized, all you have to do is type in the letters. Tip number 8, anytime you get confused in a command and want to get out of it, pick the escape key on your keyboard. That should be your fallback. Tip number 9, some commands will expect you to pick the enter return key to progress to the next step of a command or to even end the command. The copy command is a good example. AutoCAD will let you copy the same object all day long, thousands of times, until you pick on the enter key on your keyboard. And tip number 10, remember, you are the captain of this ship. You control all the data that is entered into the command line, but AutoCAD controls the order and type of information it requires one step at a time. Keep your eyes peeled to the command line and you will quickly learn the language that is AutoCAD.